Hello, today we're going to be looking at 12 VFX effects, which can add some really cool engaging effects to your videos. This video is part of the Vadoo AI playlist. If you haven't seen that, I will leave a link in the description and be sure to check it out to see some videos on how the platform works. So I've already created all 12 effects. Let's have a look at the first one, which is building explosion, and that looks really epic. Here is one that looks like some kind of beach house mansion type place. Let's take a look. So you'll see that the explosion looks like it's coming from under the house, and it does capture some of the chairs flying around and the building blowing up. I mean, it's not perfect, but you can have good fun with this. Now, effect number 2 is car explosion. Here is one of this fancy looking classic car. Let's have a look. So there you go. Pretty cool. I mean, you can tell it's AI, but what's nice is it actually leaves the car on fire. I believe you can also create 10-second videos. So with better prompt and longer video, it might look a lot better. So VFX effect number 3 is SDK Time Lapse. So you see this plant decaying over a few seconds. Looks really cool actually. I've got this nice fresh apple. Let's watch it decay. So you see it's getting old. So it looks like it is getting scrunched up and almost turns into a flat balloon. So quite an interesting one, but you can play around with that to fit your needs and the image. The fourth VFX effect is disintegration. Now I really like this one because it looks like the person is kind of going off to another dimension or disintegrating into the air, to heaven or hell. So let's have a look. I've got this image here of this female. So let's have a look. So her head actually enlarges and then it disintegrates. So it hasn't disintegrated the whole body, but maybe given a few more seconds it will. The fifth VFX effect is electricity, which looks really cool. I've got this one here of this scary looking child in a Halloween outfit. And there we go. Now, there isn't any electricity coming out of her eyes like the other example had. It's just kind of flowing through her body. So I do think with better prompting, you could probably get a better output there. So the sixth one is fire. Now they've got an example here of a forest or a tree on fire. I've got a similar example here. Let's have a look. So the fire starts from the very back and kind of works its way forward. I mean, it's not the most realistic, so maybe it would be better for a smaller amount of trees. There's quite a lot here for the AI to take into consideration. The seventh VFX effect is flying. So if you want to look like Superman, let's check this one out. Now I've got this woman, this athlete who's looking to run. She looks very courageous. Let's watch her fly. So like Superman does, he flies off and look at that. It captures that really well. And off she goes. She would definitely win the race like that. The eighth VFX effect is huge explosion. Now, let's see if that beats building explosion. So I've got this petrol station here, and I have seen this, and I thought it would actually be able to capture the petrol station even from distance, but have a look. So it actually starts before the petrol station. It doesn't actually get any of the petrol station in. So you might have to have an image that's a lot clearer and closer. The ninth VFX effect is levitate. So this woman is on the floor, on the grass, and then she's slowly levitating in the air. I thought it would be cool to have an animal, a dog in particular. Let's have a look. So you see the dog is slowly moving into the air. And what I like is its legs look like they're actually jumping off the floor. So yeah, that's probably one of my favorites so far. The 10th VFX effect is robotic face reveal. So the face kind of opens up and shows a robotic face. That is definitely the future. And for this one, we have this angry female. Let's take a look. So you see her face now opening up, her eyes are moving to the back of her head. And it doesn't actually finish the whole transition, but if it had a few more seconds, I think it would look really good. Now, the 11th VFX effect is tornado, which I was really looking forward to. But if I show you my example, I thought this was a good image to use. but there was actually no tornado whatsoever. And there was a few funny effects, but I did say pick up cars going across the roads, and it hasn't really captured that. So even though I've only tested this once, it was a bit disappointing. The last VFX effect is Tsunami. Let's take a look. I was a bit ambitious with this image because there's a lot of people here, and I'll show you what happens. So that little wave seems to cause quite a big wave. It's not a tsunami, I'd say. It's just a big wave. No one really gets washed away. It's not really a big deal for anyone, but the people by the waves, I suppose, do. So yeah, it's quite fun to play around with. Okay guys, so that's it for VFX effects for your videos. Some of them are really cool, others you wouldn't use. There's a couple of not so great. Let me know which one was your favourite. Next up, we'll be looking at viral TikTok niches. Look at some of these, really cool. So looking forward to showing you guys these little videos.